Ever wondered what makes a horror film score a perfect 100% on Rotten Tomatoes? This unsettling question might send chills down your spine, but it's exactly what we're here to explore. Today we delve into the dark corridors of a new, terrifying masterpiece that has not only shaken the audience to their core, but also managed to score a flawless victory on Rotten Tomatoes. Today, we unravel the mystery behind this spine-chilling success. Stay with us as we take you on this thrilling journey. Every terrifying tale has its beginning, and this one is no different. Imagine a dimly lit room filled with the sound of fervent whispers and the scratch of pen on paper. This is where our story starts, in the minds of a group of creators, a spark of an idea that would soon ignite into a blazing spectacle of horror. The inception of this film wasn't a sudden jolt of inspiration, but a gradual, calculated process. It was born from countless brainstorming sessions, late-night discussions, and the relentless pursuit of a vision that would send chills down the spine of anyone who dared to watch. The screenplay, the skeleton of the film, was meticulously crafted. Each scene, each dialogue, each terrifying twist was churned out with one goal in mind: to create a horror film that defied conventions, broke boundaries, and left viewers gasping for breath. The writers didn't just want to scare, they wanted to unsettle, to disturb, to leave a lasting imprint on the mind of the viewer. Then came the cast selection, a crucial step that could make or break the film. It wasn't just about finding actors, it was about finding the right actors, those who could embody the characters, bring them to life, and make the horror feel all too real. It was about finding the perfect balance of talent, passion, and a knack for the macabre. What set this film apart were the unique elements that were woven into its fabric. It wasn't just another horror film, it was a masterpiece of storytelling, a symphony of suspense, a ballet of blood-curdling terror. It was a film that dared to dive deep into the abyss of fear, to explore the dark corners of the human psyche, and to challenge the viewer's perception of reality. With a solid foundation, the stage was set for a breathtaking journey into the realm of terror. This film didn't just aim to scare, it aimed to innovate, to redefine the genre, and to leave an indelible mark on the world of horror. And as we'll see, it did just that, and so much more. What happens behind the camera is as crucial as what's in front of it. Welcome to the riveting world behind the scenes of this spine-chilling horror film that has managed to score a perfect 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. The production process was a thrilling roller coaster ride, fraught with obstacles and challenges. However, each hurdle was met with resilience, determination, and a relentless pursuit of perfection. The crew's commitment to the director's vision was unwavering, their dedication palpable in every scene. The director, a maestro of horror, had a clear and unnerving vision for this film. His aim was not just to scare, but to create a lingering sense of dread that would stay with the audience long after the credits rolled. The process of translating this vision onto the screen was a daunting task, but the director's unyielding conviction and the crew's unwavering dedication made it possible. With each day of shooting, the challenges escalated. The crew had to work through grueling hours, often in difficult conditions. There were days when the weather refused to cooperate, equipment malfunctioned, or a scene simply wouldn't come out as envisioned. But every setback was met with a renewed determination to create something truly extraordinary. The crew's dedication was a testament to their passion for cinema. Every painstakingly crafted frame, every perfectly timed scare, every chilling moment of suspense was a result of their relentless efforts. They worked tirelessly, often sacrificing sleep and personal time to bring the director's horrifying vision to life. The production process was not just about overcoming challenges, but also about pushing boundaries and daring to venture into uncharted territories. The director and the crew were not afraid to take risks, to experiment, to step outside the conventional horror tropes and create a film that was truly unique. What emerged from this arduous journey was a film that left audiences spellbound, critics in awe, and the horror genre forever changed. This perfect score on Rotten Tomatoes is not just a validation of the film's brilliance, but a testament to the dedication, resilience, and sheer hard work of the entire crew. Every drop of sweat and sleepless night was a stepping stone towards creating this masterpiece. Finally, the day arrived when the world would witness this bone-chilling spectacle. Imagine the anticipation, the anxiety, the palpable tension in the air as the world waited for the release of this much-hyped horror film. The whispers of its terrifying tale had echoed in the corridors of the cinematic world, leaving everyone on the edge of their seats. The adrenaline was not just about the horror, it was about the artistry, the craftsmanship, and the cinematic excellence that had been touted about this film. And then, the film hit the screens. The response was nothing short of overwhelming. From the heart of Times Square to the quiet lanes of small-town cinemas, the reception was phenomenal. The film took the audience on a roller coaster ride of fear and fascination, leaving them both terrified and captivated. The whispers turned into roars of approval. The critics, often the hardest to please, were left in awe of the film. The praise was unanimous, the applause thunderous. The film had not just lived up to the hype, it had surpassed it. And then came the icing on the cake, the Rotten Tomatoes score. This film, this spine-chilling spectacle, had achieved what few films ever have, a perfect 100% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. This was not just a testament to its terrifying tale, but also to its impeccable storytelling, its brilliant performances, and its masterful direction. A perfect score on Rotten Tomatoes is a rarity, a feat that only a handful of films have ever achieved. It's like a standing ovation from the toughest crowd, a seal of approval from the harshest critics. And this film had earned it, deservedly so. But the film did more than just scare. It enthralled, it captivated, it left the audience in a state of awe. It took them on a journey into the abyss of fear, only to leave them mesmerized by its cinematic brilliance. The film didn't just scare, it enthralled, it captivated, it scored a perfect 100%. A great film doesn't just end with the credits, it lingers, it haunts, it leaves a mark. As we delve into the lasting impact of this spine-chilling horror masterpiece, we can't help but recognize its undeniable influence on the genre. This film didn't just scare us, it changed the very landscape of horror, setting a new bar for terror and suspense. The film's perfect score on Rotten Tomatoes is a testament to its excellence. It's not just about the jump scares or the gore. It's about the narrative, the atmosphere, the characters. It's about the dread that fills you as you realize that the real monster isn't lurking in the shadows, but within the depths of the human soul. This film has, in many ways, redefined what we consider horror. It's not just about the things that go bump in the night, it's about the things that bump back. The film's success wasn't an accident, it was a carefully orchestrated symphony of terror. The director's vision, the performances, the script, the cinematography, all contributed to this chilling masterpiece. Each element was a thread in the tapestry of fear that this film weaves, creating an experience that is as unforgettable as it is terrifying. The legacy of this film is still being written, but its influence is undeniable. It has set a new standard, a new expectation for what a horror film can be. Future filmmakers will look to this film as a benchmark, as a guide, as a challenge to meet and surpass. This film's potential legacy is not just about its impact on the horror genre, it's about its impact on film as a whole. It's about the way it challenges our expectations, the way it pushes boundaries, the way it dares to be different. So when we talk about this film, we're not just talking about a movie, we're talking about a movement, a shift, a revolution. This isn't just a film, it's a phenomenon that has redefined the boundaries of horror. So, what makes a horror film score a perfect 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, you may ask? Well, let's take a step back and go over what we've learned. We started with the unsettling question, the seed from which the tree of terror grows. It's about creating the unknown, the unpredictable, the incomprehensible. It's about exploring the deepest, darkest corners of our minds and bringing those fears to life. Then we dove into the birth of terror, the painstaking process of crafting a horror film. It's not just about the jump scares and the gore, it's about setting the mood, building the suspense, and keeping the audience on the edge of their seats. We got a glimpse behind the scenes, a look into the meticulous effort and creativity that goes into making a horror film. It's about creating a world that is both terrifying and captivating, a world that draws you in and keeps you there, even when you want to look away. We talked about the release and reception, the moment of truth when the film is put to the test. It's about connecting with the audience, delivering on the promises, and leaving a lasting impression. And finally, we discussed the lasting impact, the mark that a truly great horror film leaves on its viewers. It's about more than just the initial shock, it's about crafting a narrative that stays with you, that haunts your dreams and lingers in your thoughts. In the end, it's not just about the screams, it's about the story, the execution, and the unforgettable experience. That's what makes a horror film truly spine-chilling.